Brandon Aiyuk. Brandon Aiyuk continues to just dominate. I feel like every pass that he's like that goes his way, he's catching it. And I might be wrong. I was a guy that was saying, look, he kills it every offseason. He does this, but man, there's just not a lot of balls, enough balls to go around. Is he going to continue to get the amount of targets he's getting in training camp? Like, what would that look like? You got other guys on. You got Deebo Samuel. You got George Kittle. You got Christian McCaffrey. Then you kind of get to Aiyuk. Aiyuk talked about how last year he's like, look, I was a 1,000-yard receiver as a fourth option. If this offseason, if the season continues like what he's doing in the offseason, he is your number one target. Now, again, by default, just because of the runs, and then he's going to get some catches out the backfield. Christian McCaffrey is going to touch the ball a lot. But outside of Christian McCaffrey, the way that they put an emphasis on just getting the ball to Brandon Aiyuk, and not just Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy wasn't there today. Trey Lance, he's throwing to Brandon Aiyuk. Sam Darnold, he's throwing to Brandon Aiyuk. Like, they are consistently getting him the rock. Like, this, it's not it really looks like, one, he's unguardable. I don't know if there's anybody out there that can guard him at least anything consistently. Like, it just has to be a bad ball or he's snagging it. All right. And even some of the bad balls, he's still snagging those as well. So I don't think I'm telling y'all anything that you haven't heard yet about training camp and what Brandon Aiyuk looks like. But I want to change my tone a little bit because, again, I was like, fourth option, like, we to get 1,000 yards right now. And I talk about Underdog Fantasy. Let me go to the Underdog Fantasy. They have like these features on there, and you can go. I want to say I already got him, right? I got the season long. No. Oh yeah, I do. So. Wow. So y'all might want to jump in on Underdog Fantasy. I know I talked about it before, right? But look at that right there. Okay, so Brandon Aiyuk, these are season-long statistics. 4.5 receiving touchdowns. Man, if y'all don't go to Underdog Fantasy right now, download this app, use promo code Crocky, and get in on that. But also, wherever his yards is, he's going to get that. Deebo's touchdowns, 4.5 as well. I think he's going to get that on the season too. So, man, y'all get in on this Underdog Fantasy action right there. But Aiyuk, I would say more than any other time that I've seen in the past, like, he looks like he is primed to be a legit wide receiver one. He has been good in the past. But right now, it's like he's good. Like, he's real good. And if the 49ers continue to feature him in the games like they're doing right now in practice, whatever numbers they have out there for his over-unders, again, I showed the touchdowns, 4.5. He's going to surpass that. The yards is like 700 something. He's going to surpass that as well. All right, so if y'all want to get in on that, man, go to Underdog Fantasy. But as far as the 49ers, I think a lot of people have considered Aiyuk 49ers wide receiver one, but then was like, well, Deebo's kind of weapon one or weapon 1A, and then you have Christian McCaffrey. He might be weapon 1B or whatever. But right now, it's like, continue to get Brandon Aiyuk the ball. Continue to do that. I mean, it's he's eating. And, I see that right here. Manly Shaver says Aiyuk would really benefit from Trey more than anybody else, and that's why he wanted Trey more than Brock. I don't know if he wants Trey more than Brock, but I will say this. Brock is feeding him too. Brock doesn't care if he's covered. He's going to throw the ball to him. He's hitting him on slants. He's throwing contested passes to him. You've seen some of these highlights come out on the 49ers website and all that type of stuff. So I don't want to make it seem like it's a Trey and Aiyuk connection, and those are the only guys, or that's the only guy that Aiyuk can produce with. He's eating with Brock Purdy in practice as well. So at least that's what I'm seeing from practice right now and what it looks like. Now, it might be more intermediate stuff, right? It might be, that kind of, it can still be from the line of scrimmage to 20 yards downfield. I think Brock, he can throw there well, especially over the middle, maybe not as much consistently outside the numbers or hashes to the sideline, but over the middle, man, hitting those and catch around opportunities. I think Aiyuk can have a big year with Brock Purdy in that range. All right, so I definitely wanted to start off by talking about Brandon Aiyuk and what it looks like. Dude's awesome.